to show, to tell you on with text of what I was actually doing. To do a rear cam seal on that particular engine would really require that you pull the camshaft completely out of the vehicle. And if I had known that the rear cam seal was leaking at the time that I did the timing build, I would have done that. That would have been the optimum time to do it. But since I didn't realize that that was the case, I went ahead and did it in, I guess a mechanic would say it's unorthodox, the way I did it. I loosened up all the cam journal towers because that particular vehicle, it's not a half, it's not a half tower. It's a full tower for the camshaft. If it had been a half moon shape, it would have been easier, but it wasn't. So I had to loosen up all of the journals and get them to come up. It's a very risky thing to do because you risk the fact of breaking the cam. Okay? I mean, it's serious. You break the cam and you've destroyed the engine. So I've done this for 30 plus years, and over the years I've found some shortcuts to do some things. Generally, I don't like showing my shortcuts if they're unorthodox, but this one slipped through, and I'm gonna allow it to come on. And even though I didn't show you how to put the seal in place or take the old one out, I'll try to edit the video and put text in there to tell how I did that. Let's see, what else was done? So upper and lower intake manifold gaskets, the valve cover gaskets, the heater hoses were okay. I was able to feel them, and they still retained their good feeling on them. They weren't bulging at all. I did not replace the heater hoses. But all the small hoses, because there's several on the Honda Passport 3.2 liter engine, which is the same as some Acuras and some other Hondas as well, that 3.2 liter Honda engine. It's actually an Isuzu engine. It's in the Isuzu Trooper also, so it applies to that as well. And those small hoses by the head, they're a major pain to try to do with the intake in place. I've done it before. It's not fun. And the best time to do it is when you have it apart. And that's why I did it. So that's done. The small hose to the throttle body from the back of the crossover tube for the water jacket, I replaced that one as well. That's hard to get to. It's not fun. I think the only hoses we didn't replace was the heater hoses and 3 hoses that 2 of them had to go to the oil cooler, and one of them was the upper portion of that pipe that went to the upper radiator pipe that went under the intake manifold. Those are the ones